What do you make of the decision to get rid of Thomas Tuchel? Do you think it's the right decision, or?
I think it was a bit of a surprise. I think there have been many changes with the club, with the new ownership, new signings. So they haven't played well, but he should have been given more of a chance. So I think the play had become predictable in a way. He needed to change things up. So I think would have given him a chance to try to change it up with the new players to see what results he could get.
Not happy about it at all. We should have stuck by him. He stuck by us last season with the sanctions. I think we should have stuck by him, given more time.
What do you think's gone wrong for him this season? What do you think?
Injuries haven't helped. I think he's got new signings, but they've come in the last week of the transfer window, majority of them, so he's not had the time to actually work with a fully fit team that he'd choose.
It's just too early, isn't it? It's just too early. Like, look at other clubs, like, you need to trust the process. We've just got over, like, the day before the match, so we need to wait. We didn't have really a good striker. It was Kai Havertz, and he's just showing no motivation in the game, as you can see. So I feel like even yesterday's match, like, to be fair, I was disgusted by the match. Like, they were playing like they're not getting paid for. Like, bro, like, you need to put some motivation in the game. You need to put some effort. Sometimes in the match you're tired, but that little bit of motivation from the fans, you need to push, which wasn't there really.
Well, the art's all in my head at the moment. I'm disappointed like everyone else. I'm getting that same sort of, I feel the same disappointment as when the first time they got rid of Mourinho. You know, it's like, the end of the world. And I thought it might be coming after the last couple of performances. You know, the nature of the beast here and everything else. I still think it's too soon. I think I should have, got the Fulham game out of the way and seen how that went. At least.
No, I think it's a bit rash. I think it should have been given more time. I don't think it makes sense with the transfer policy. I mean, you bring in Aubameyang, less than a week ago, plays 50 minutes, and now he's here at the club. It felt a bit like the old regime. And I think, as much as we come to throw at Chelsea fans a lot, like, you've had a lot of success with this hire and fire approach and everything, but that's the club have been doing that, not necessarily the fans have been in support of that in the first place. And so we thought that with this new owner coming in, with the money being spent, with who it's been spent on, that you'd get some time, you'd see some development, and it wouldn't be so rash. I think is the main word. It's quite rash.
No, I think it was a rash decision. Season's just started. With six games in the league, one game in the Champions League. Obviously losses to Leeds and Southampton, big losses. I believe we got robbed of 2 points against Tottenham with the VAR decisions. I think it was a bit of a rash decision. Tuchel's just got signings in that he wanted, and he hasn't had the time to use them.
It was a shocking news today, and I think that Tuchel does a lot of good for us, but maybe it's the right time to go, because it was a really not good couple of last matches. So I think maybe we need to change, and this might be the right idea. Even that, I also think that Tuchel is a great manager, and we will remember him for a long time, because he won the Champions League and he do a lot for the club. So I think that it will be a good decision, but we love Tuchel also. So
personally, I'm quite happy, because for the last 20 months at the start it was quite a good system, but now it's just the same boring football. Whenever we get the ball in the midfield, Jorginho's always just passing it back. And I think we need more players like Kovacic and Kante, who when they get the ball they can go on the half turn and look forwards for different options.
What do you think of what's gone wrong for Tuchel? Obviously not had a great start to the season. What have you noticed? Do you think this kind of...
He seems like he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. I think with Bola coming in and what he's done with the ball management, the lack of Petr Cech, Gareth Solskjaer, all these boardroom levels changed quite a lot. And I think Tuchel's had to pick up a lot of slack in that department, and so you're getting a man that's now split with what he was doing at the start of his job versus what his responsibilities are now, probably considerably more. I'm surprised that I'm not surprised.
I feel, obviously, with the change of management and the change of ownership, there's been a lot of change. Marina's gone, Petter's gone, so we've lost a lot of the backroom staff. Tuchel's taken a lot on his own, has put a lot more pressure on him, and maybe that's caused a bit of a disconnect between the players and Tuchel because he's spending more time doing more for the club than he is with the players.
Well, I'm worried that he might have lost the dressing room. You know, because for me a lot of the players don't seem to be like really doing it, you know. They don't seem to be behind him. And his post-match interview last night on TV said it all. He looked exasperated and just fed up, and you saw him just sitting down all through the match, you know. So yeah. I don't know, but I think there's a chance a few of the players, you know.
I think maybe there was a lot of discord in the team, maybe, and I don't know what happened from his management style. In a way, it's a pity that he didn't see himself that he needed to change the formation. Other teams knew how to play against Chelsea, and I think he needed to change up more.
And there's lots of talk about Graham Potter at Brighton maybe getting the job. Do you think he'd be a good choice? And if not, who would be your choice to get the job?
So, Graham Potter is a Brighton manager. I really appreciate him. I think he's a great manager, but Brighton is not a big team like Chelsea, and maybe he'll be struggle to, you know, to do it in the big league. So Chelsea Football Club is a great club, and Brighton is also, but not at the same level. So I think that maybe someone like Pochettino or Zidane, that just unemployed right now, so maybe it will be the right decision. Yeah.
I think Graham Potter's a great manager. He got 3 promotions in a row and then took clubs to the Champions League. He's got experience. He's doing well at Brighton. He's done well at Swansea. He's a good manager. Part of me thinks Emma Hayes should be given a chance. She's done well as a Chelsea women's manager. After what's happened in the summer with the women's winning the Euros, why shouldn't women be given a chance to manage a Prem team?
I think I'd favour a foreign manager.
Someone like Pochettino maybe? Or?
Yeah, I know he's in the frame. I don't think Potter's... I think getting Potter would be like getting Frank Lampard, you know. That was you know, one of those decisions, a popular decision, but, you know. No, I don't think he's the man for the job.
Guardiola would be the ideal, but he's doing quite well at City, so that wouldn't really be an option. So Conte would be a good...
From Spurs, yeah.
Yeah. He's doing quite well there, so yeah, that would be...